Okay. If you log in into this HackerRank, the page will be open like this, and we have to go into here, skills available for practice. Then we have to go for C here. This is our home page. I created just a new account for this. Here, first of all, these are the subdomains in the C programming, and this is the difficulty levels, and this is the status of the every problem. For example, if I am going to click only solved questions, there is no solved questions here. That's why it is not showing anything. If I solve any one, it will be going into this category. Okay, everyone, there is no stars at all. Your page is also like this, I think. Then we are going to solve one by one. Now I am going to click here, introduction, unsolved questions. Okay. In introduction, I am going to clear all unsolved questions. How many questions are there here? First one is hello world. Second one is playing with characters. Sum of differences to numbers. Functions in C. Pointers in C. These are the introduction programs. All these five programs are belong to introduction. Now I am going to solve all these five questions here. Okay, just observe carefully how I am going to clear the questions. Parallelly, you can clear all these questions with me also. No problem. If all the students just log in into the HackerRank, everyone log in into the HackerRank. Or if you want to do another time, just do it. But if you want to do it now, just log in into HackerRank. Now I am going to solve the first question, that is hello world in C, the simple program. Okay, then we are going to read the question here. The task is this challenge requires a prints hello world on a single line, and then print already provided input string to the std out. You need not to read any input in this challenge. You need not read any input in this challenge. The output is, the input format is, you need not read any input in this challenge. The output is print hello world on the first line, and the second string would be given in the second line. Okay. For example, this is the input. Welcome to the C programming. We have to print hello world. We have to print hello world, and we have to print that one also. I'm going to copy this one. Why? Because if you give any space mistake also, it will not take, right? Okay. Just look at the program here. It is already the one string is already read here, and there is no need to write any input here. Just simply we have to write printf. I am going to copy that one. I am going to paste here. Sorry. That's it. And then, and instead of hello world, what is the output here? Just read here, and the string from the given input on the second line. On the second line we have to print what we are reading here. Here the input is reading here like this, right? That means I am going to print here printf %s for string, right? What is the name? What is the variable that is? That variable name is yes. I am going to print the variable name like this. That's it. I am going to print the hello world, and I am going to print the string. That's it. But here, and the string from the input on the second line. For example, if I write the code like this, now I am going to click on run code. Just observe here, my output is, this is your output, std out. Your output is hello world, welcome to C programming. But the expected output will be like this, hello world, in the new line, welcome to C programming. That means we have to put one slash n here or here. No problem. Wherever you want, I want here. I want to write here or I can write here. No problem. Anywhere you can write. Now I am going to click on run code. Yes, congratulations. You have passed the sample test cases and everything, and we have to run the code on all test cases, not on the sample test case. I want to run on all test cases. I want to click on submit code. Okay, here there is only one test case. That's why it is like this. You have earned 5 points here. If first of all we have to click on run code, we have to click on run code, and then we have to click on submit code. Okay, here there is a test against a custom input. That means here I am going to give some inputs here. That means this is my inputs. If you click on the run code, it will be giving like this: hello world and welcome. Why welcome? I am giving the input as welcome. For example, I am writing welcome Sudhir. Run code. Just look at here, welcome Sudhir, like this. This is custom input. Okay, just ignore that one. Just click on the run code first of all, and to run on all test cases, you have to click on submit code. The code will be like this, simple one. We have to write only these 2 lines. Why I am writing these 2 lines? We have to print hello world, and we have to print the string which is already read from here. Read here. Okay, is it clear, everyone? Students, is it clear? The first question.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Then I am moving into second question. Yes, look at here. 10 more points to get your first star. Okay, that means how many points I want to get for the first star? It is going to be 15 points. 5 points from first program, and now I am going to moving into second program here. Playing with characters. Okay, now I am going to click on solve challenge. We have to read the question here. What is the question? This challenge will help you to learn how to take a character, a string as a sentence as an input, to take a single character ch as an input like this, and print the character with this. Write the character specified by the argument like this. We have to read the character, we have to declare the character, we have to read the character, we have to print the character. This piece of code prints the character. You can take string. You can take string like this, but it accepts a string only until it finds first space. In order to take the line as an input, we have to read like this. We have to read like this. Just read here, but it accepts a string only. For example, if you are reading the string like this, but it accepts only the string until it finds the first space. In order to take the line as an input, that means, for example, this is Sudhir. This statement is going to be read only single word. That means Sudhir's programming, only single word it will be read. For example, if you want to read a sentence, we have to go for this syntax. You have to go for this syntax, where s is defined as a character maximum length. Okay, what is that? What is the input format? First, take a character ch as an input, then take a string as an input, lastly take the sentence as an input. Totally, we are going to read 3 inputs here. We have to print that 3 inputs. That's it, nothing else. The first one is a single character, the second one is word, and the third one is a sentence. That's it. Like this. The sample input is like this. C is a character, language is a word, Welcome to C is a sentence. We have to read like this and we have to print what we are reading. That's it, nothing else. Okay, this is our program. This is our program. We are going to read CH, comma S, comma sentence. Okay, we are going to read, we are going to declare CH, S and sentence. Just go here. How to read a character. This is the reading of the character, right? We are going to paste it here. Simply we are going to place it here. Then we are going to read a word. That's it, nothing else. Word, nothing else. That means we have to read like this. Double quotations are not like that. We have to write the double quotations like this. This is the second line. And the third one is this one. That's it. We are going to print all the characters in the new lines. Print all the characters in the new lines, right? Percentage C, comma CH, printf, percentage S, comma S. Just mute your call. Percentage S, comma sentence. Okay, like this. Just I'm reading like this. For example, this is the strings, right? That's why I'm going to write like this. I'm going to read like this. Now I'm going to execute it. What happens here? Something is percentage yes. This is not yes, right? This is sentence. This is sentence. This is yes and this is sentence. Now I'm going to execute it. Your output is like this. C language. Okay. Percent CH. Cat star. What is cat star? I'm going to write here some slash n. New line for every time slash n. C and language is okay. Just observe here. C and language is okay, but welcome to C is not working. Welcome to C is not working. Why? Because this is going to be taken as some garbage values. If you are reading any string here in the last time, we have to give one space. That's it. Before, when we are reading in the string, just give one space. That means garbage values are clear here. all the garbage values are clear, then it will be working for that. That's it, nothing else. Just observe here. That's it. When you are reading the last string, we have to give one space. Why? Because if you are clicking the enter, right, enter is a garbage value. That means the string is going to be written as a garbage value. That's why when you are reading any string, if you go for like this, this is enough. Give one space. Give one space before that percentage yes. Okay. When you are reading every time, when you are reading a string, just go for this one. Give one extra space here. This is going to be clear all garbage values. Okay, then it will be clear for you. Just now I am going to click on submit code. It is going to be working on all test cases. There are how many test cases are there? Here 3 test cases are there. All 3 test cases are clear here. Just look at here. I am reading the strings here and I am going to print all the strings. Okay, first one is a character, second one is a word, and the third one is a sentence. When you are reading a string, just give one extra space here to clear the buffer. To clear the buffer. That's it. Okay? Is it clear, everyone? Students, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, moving into the next question. And I'm going to try the next challenge here. Just look at here, 5 more points to get the first star. 5 more points to get the first star here. Sum and difference of two numbers. Sum and difference of two numbers. First of all, we have to read the objective or task, anything. Your task is to take two numbers of int data type, two numbers of a float data type. Okay, then that means we have to declare 4 variables, two of type integer, two of type float. Read 2 lines of input from std in our 4 variables. Use plus operator and minus operator to perform the following operations. Print the sum and difference of 2 integer variables. That means, for example, I am going to read 2 integer variables 4 and 3. For example, 4 and 3. I want to display 7 and 1 also. 7 and 1 also. Okay, print the difference of two floating variable rounded to the 1 decimal place. Just look at here, to 1 decimal place on the new line. Okay, that's it. What we have to just look at here. It is 4 comma 10. For example, it is 4 comma 10 comma 4. It is 10 comma 4. The output is 14 and 6. If you add this to 1, that is 14. If you subtract this 2, that is 6. And the second, these are the two floating points, 4.0 and 2.0. That is 6.0 and 2.0 in the new line. Okay, now I am going to develop this one. First of all, we have to take two values for integer and two values for integer, two values for float. Okay, I am going to declare 2 variables for integer and 2 variables for float. Now I am going to read the values for integer. Percentage %d and percentage %d. Comma ampersand n1 comma ampersand n2. And in the second line, I am going to read percentage f. I am going to read two values of float values. Yes, I am going to read. Yes, I am declaring the variables here and I am going to read the values. Now I am going to print the result. Percentage %d and percentage %d. I am going to print percentage %d. Two values I am going to print here. What is that? First one is addition of two numbers and the second one is difference of two numbers. Okay, this is I am going to print these two values. I am going to print the floating values in the new line, right? In the new line, that's why I am going to make a slash n here. Okay, now I am going to write print percentage f comma f plus 1 f1 plus f2 f1 minus f2. That's it. I am writing like this. For example, if I am going to execute it, just look at here. This is the input and this is my output. But the output is like this. The first test case is okay, right? 14 and 6. But look at the floating points. Every time we go for a float, it is going to be print 6 decimal points. 6 decimal values, right? 0, 0, 0 like this. But in our output, it is going to be display only 1 decimal point. The logic is okay, but the output is incorrect. What is that? We want only 6.0 and 2.0 only. How we are going to put like this? When we are going to print percentage f, it is going to be always taken as 6 decimal points. But now I am going to convert this into 1 or 2 or anything. For example, after percentage, I am going to write, for example, 0.2. For example, I am writing here 0.1. For example, I am writing here, for this one is 2 decimal points and this one is 1 decimal point. For example, if I am going to execute it, just look at here. The output is wrong this time also. Just look at here, this 6.6 zeros is going to be 6.2 zeros and this is going to be 2.0. Yes, that means if you maintain, when we are printing percentage f, when we are printing percentage f, we have to write 0.1. That means it is going to be print only 1 decimal point. Here also I am writing instead of percentage f, I am going to write 0.1. That's it. Nothing else. Now I am going to run the code. Yes, the output is cleared. Now I am going to submit the code. Just look at how many test cases are there. 4 test cases are there. All 4 test cases are going to be executed. Now look at that. Congrats Sudhir, you have successfully solved the 5th code challenge. Keep it up. For example, that means I think I got one error. Just look at here. For example, I got one star here. For example, if you want to view the star, go for the profile first of all. Just look at here, this badge. Your badge is coming like this, right? C language. When you got any star, just go here and you have to share in the Facebook. Okay, you have to share with the Facebook and LinkedIn also. Okay, just click on the Facebook here. And like this, it will be coming like this, and go for chicken and click here for Technical Hub. Just Technical Hub Aditya groups. Just check in this one. It is coming like this at Technical Hub. Then you can work this. Okay. Like this, we are going to share, at least share on the WhatsApp group, my WhatsApp group. Everyone, if you got any star, that means I have to confirm your roll number, right? Just if you got any star, just WhatsApp me. Just take a pic and WhatsApp me. That's it. This is your profile link. This is your profile link. When you got here, click on the profile. This is your profile. For example, if you share this one to any interviewer, just this is your HackerRank profiling. If you click on this one, there is no login needed. There is no login needed. It will be tell you all the things about you, what you've done here in the last days, how many badges are there, how many certifications are, everything will be coming here. Okay.
సార్
Hmm.
సార్ ఒకసారి ఎలా క్రియేట్ చేయాలో ఒకసారి చెప్పరా సార్
HackerRank. First of all, I am going to log out here. Just first of all, it is going to be hackerrank.com. That's it. Then click on sign up. Okay. Then click on sign up for code here. For developers, don't go for companies, go for developers here. Again, if you open hackerrank.com, it will be coming like this. For developers, click on for developers, sign up and code. First time you go for sign up. If you sign it up, then you can directly go for login. Okay. You are going for sign up, there is no need to enter all these lines, right? Just go with this Google, connect with Google. I think already you have a Gmail account, right? Just sign up with your Google account like this. That's it. There is no need to come all this. Just it is directly going into the HackerRank page. That's it. There is no need to create anything. You have already a Gmail account, right? Just directly sign up with Gmail account.
Okay.
That's it. Nothing else. Okay. If you click on this profile, this is your profile link. That's it. Okay. You can share and you can give in the resume also. Okay. Just to give all the details here. And when I'm going to HackerRank in the practice session, there are some skilled certificates are there, and here I'm going to go for this C programming, continue practice. Now I'm moving into this practice one. What I'm doing here, I'm doing in intro. I already, how many programs I done here? If I click on solved, I solved all these three ones. It will be like this: solved, solved, and solved. Now I am going to solve the next question, that is functions in C. Now I am going to click on solve challenge. What is this? Look at here now. 35 more points to get the next star. Okay, 35 more points to get the next star. How many points for this question? This question is going to be 10 points, right? This question is going to be 10 points. How many points I got? I got 15 points here. Out of 50 points, I got only 15 points. If I got 50 points, I get second star. Now what is the question here? This is the syntax of function. We already discussed about all these things, right? And for example, a function to read 4 variables and return the sum of them can be written as like this. We are going to be go with the 4 variables. All are 4 integers. We are going to add all the 4 variables and we have to return the sum. Okay, that's it. Sum is equal to 0. We are going to add all the values into the sum. Our task, what is our task? First of all, you have to write a function int max of 4, which reads 4 arguments, and returns the greatest of them. That means here I am reading 4 variables A, B, C, D. I have to return which is the greatest of the 4 variables. That's it. Okay. Input will be containing 4 integers. Print out. What is the output? Output is greatest of the 4 integers. Look at here, sample input. How many variables? 4 variables. 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5. The output is 6. Why? Because 6 is the greatest of all these 4. That's it. Now, just look at here. There is no need to modify the main function here. There is no need to modify the main function. The main function is already written here. What it contains? What it contains? Int main, the declaration part is done. All the 4 variables are readed, and this is the function call. If you observe, this is the function call. In this way, only I am writing the programs, right? This is the function. This is the function call. Just look at here. What is the name of the function here? Anyone? Students, what is the name of the function?
Max of 4.
Max of 4. How many values I am passing here from the function call?
4.
4 values. All are integer data type, right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes. And is there return type or not? Is there any return type, return value for this function?
Yes, sir.
Yes. What is
Yes,
the
sir.
return type?
Integer.
Integer. Okay. Then we are going to print the result, this one. Now I am going to write the function definition here. What is the function definition? The return type is integer. Name of the function is max of 4. Max of 4. Okay. Then I am going to take all the 4 variables, int a comma, int b comma, int c comma, int d. This is the function definition's signature. We have to match with this. For example, I am going to return 100. For example, I am going to return 100. Is it working or not? That means if the function is going to be return 100, the output is 100. For example, for checking purpose, I am going to check this one. Just click on run code. Yes, is it working or not? Yes, it is printing 100. I am returning 100. It is printing 100. That's it, nothing else. But the output is 6 I want. Okay. Now I am going to develop the function definition, the logic here. For this I am going to take some maximum variable, some max variable. That means I am going to take a variable like this. I am writing the condition here. If a is greater than b and a is greater than c and a is greater than d. Sorry, greater than d. That means if a is greater than b, and I am writing here logical AND operator. That means a is greater than b and a is greater than c and a is greater than d. That means a is bigger, right? That means a is greater than remaining all 3, right? Then I am going to return here, return a. That's it. There is no need of max. I am not taking the max here. Is it clear or not, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes. For example, I am going to write here b is, for example, b is greater than a and b is greater than c and b is greater than d. Okay. Now I am going to return
B.
b here. I am going to take here, then c. C is greater than a. C is greater than b. C is greater than d. Now I am going to return c here. We can write in any way, no problem. Okay. Next, d is greater than a. D is greater than b. Greater than c. I am going to return d is the maximum value. That's it. For this condition, that means for all the values a is greater than, then I am going to return a. Now I am going to check here all the values A is greater, B is greater than A, B is greater than C, B is greater than D, then I am going to return B. Like this for C also, for D also. That's it. So what is this error here? Okay, now I am going to run the code. Some error is there. Max of for control, which is the void. Not taking like this. I am going to take int max here. Max is equal to A. Max is equal to B. Max is equal to C. Max is equal to D. In the last line, I am going to write here return max. Yes, now the error is gone. I am going to execute it. Just look at here. Okay, it is asking that every time the function definition, it is returning the value for one time only. That's why it is not going for any single value. I am going to return only a single time. That's why it is going to be asked like this. If I click on submit code, how many test cases are there? There are 5 test cases. All the test cases are cleared here. All the test cases are cleared. Okay. This is the code here. This is the code. I'm going to share all the five questions into the GitHub, and I will share it to you. No need to worry. First of all, understand the things. Okay. And this is the. Is it clear, everyone? Is it clear?
సార్ మీరు ఇఫ్ స్టేట్మెంట్స్ యూస్ చేసి రాశారు కదా సార్, అలా కాకుండా మేము కండిషన్ స్టేట్మెంట్స్ యూస్ చేసి రాయొచ్చా సార్?
What is condition statement means?
కండిషన్ ట్రూ ఆర్ ఫాల్స్.
Yes, we can write in any way. No problem for that. I can write here else if also. Else and space if. Write like this also. For example, if you click on submit, at this time also it is going to be clear all the test cases. Okay, we have to satisfy that condition. That's it. Are you finding the maximum value or not? If it is finding, just go for that logic, no problem. Okay, if we are going to use some ternary operator, we can use ternary operator also. Okay, no problem for that. And the next question is 25 points away from second star of your C badge. This is the one. Pointers in C. The last question in introduction. The maximum score is 10 marks here also. This is some introduction about pointers. We already discussed about all these things. Pointers. We have to complete the function. What is that? Void update. Int. Can anyone? What is this function? Can anyone? What is this function? What is written type of the function is void. Void means nothing. The name of the function is update. Here I am taking two values. What is the two values are? The two values are. The two values are pointers. Yes. The two values are pointers here. Okay, that means we are passing the address. That's why I am taking here as a pointers. In which read two arguments as an argument set A with the sum of them, and B is the absolute difference of them. Okay. here, that means there are two values, for example 4 and 5. There is the function is not returning anything. Okay, just go to the function here. Here it is going to be take two values, a comma b, and here it is going to be taken some pointers. The address is going to be stored here in star pb, and a address is going to be stored in pa. I am going to read two values for a and b. I am going to read two values for a and b. Now what values I am passing here? What I am passing here, this is the function call, right? This is the function call. What you observe from the function call, students? What we are going to observe from the function call? We already discussed from last 30 days only these things only. What we are observing from the function call? Yes?
We are
Anyone?
passing the address of.
We are passing the address of, yes, exactly, we are passing the address of A and B. PA and PB are the address. Okay. Then look at here. What it is printing? It is printing A and B. For example, here it is reading 4 and 5 values for A and B. A and B are 4 and 5. A and B are 4 and 5. What is our task here? Just again read. We read two integers as an argument. Set A with, after that set A with the sum of them. A with the sum of them and B with the absolute difference of them. What is absolute difference? For example, 4 minus 1 is students
3, sir.
then 1 minus 4 is
minus
1 minus 4 is
Minus 3, sir.
that is minus 3, but here absolute difference means that is also 3. That means, for example, I am going to calculate the distance between Kakinada and Rajahmundry, that is going to be 75 kilometers. From Kakinada to Rajahmundry is 75 kilometers, and again, for example, Rajahmundry to Kakinada is not minus 75, it is also 75. Okay, that is absolute difference. Okay, that means we are going to pass two values, that is 4 and 5. 9 is the sum and 1 is the absolute difference. We are going to assign these two into A and B again. That what is the result here? We are going to view these two lines and we have to observe here. We are passing the address and we have to modify the resultant values into the same variables. The function is not returning anything, but it is returning two values using pointers. Is it clear or not? We have discussed a lot of programs on this thing. On this thing only we are nearly discussed about 10 to 15 programs, I think. Okay. Now, for example, I am going to print the values. Just look at here. Percentage %d and percentage %d. Star A comma star B. For example, I am going to comment this one and I am going to execute it. Is the values are coming or not? Yes, first of all, I am going to check is the values are coming or not. For example, if I am going to print this one, what is the output? Can anyone guess here? What is the output if I am going to print A comma B? Students? Students. So I am going to print A comma B. What is the output?
values.
Now that is not values, that is the address. I am going to run the code. it is going to be the address here. This is the address and this is the address. For example, instead of %d, you go for unsigned integer. It will be clear for you. Unsigned integer. You click on run code. This is the address of first variable and this is the address of the second variable. The difference is 4. Just look at here. This is 40 and this is 44. That means integer size of the integer is 4 bytes. Okay, clear everyone? Here star A and B are the values and A and B are the address. Okay, clear everyone? Every time I am telling only these things from the last 20 days. A and B are the address, star A and star B are the values. Okay, now I am going to in A value I am going to write like this. Sorry, star A is equal to, in star A plus star B. Sorry, yes, that's it. Star A is equal to star A plus star B. I am going to remove the comments in the main function. Now I am going to execute it. Just look at here. Just look at here. 4 plus 5. What is the value 4 plus 5? 4 plus 5 is equal to 9, right? But the difference is not modified. This value is modified or not? This and this one is same, but look at here. This is 5 and this is 1. The B value is not modified. What I have to do here? What is the next line? Anyone? Any guess? The absolute difference I want, right? For example, some students are thinking that star B is equal to ABS of is the function of absolute. Okay, star A minus star B. You are thinking like this. We are thinking like this, right? For this one, we can include math.h is enough. Include math.h. It is not going. Okay, no problem for that. If I am going to execute it, just look at here. The output is 4, not 1. Why it is 4? And anyone, why it is 4? Can anyone tell me what is the why it is 4 instead of 1? Why? Because the A value is already modified. A value is already modified. What is B value? B value is 5 and A value is modified as 9. 9 minus 5 is going to be 4. That's why it is giving the output as 4. But I want the original values I want. 5 minus 4, that is going to be 1. Not on the new value, right? That means that is the different point here. That's why I am going to take here one variable, that is A1, some some temporary variable. A1 is equal to star A. What is that? A1 is equal to star A. That means I am taking a copy of 5, the original value of A. I am going to take a copy here. Instead of star A1, I am going to take A1. That's it. That's why I am take copy this. Copy the original value. Copy original value. Copy the original value. Then I am going to working like this. If I am going to run the code, just look at now. The answer is 1 here. Now I am going to click on submit code. On all the 5 test cases, it is going to be working here. Is it clear, everyone? Is it clear, everyone?
Yes.
Yes, is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, okay. Now I am going, just we have to do all the 5 programs for today, and we are going to be 15 more points to the next star. We are going to continue with tomorrow